Hey guys, it's Piper. Today I'm going to tell you about my doctor's visit, and then I'm going to talk about how I'm doing emergency commissions so you can have one of these pixel doodahs for only $5 each, so I can afford a hotel in Philadelphia on January 30th or at least February 1st. I know, expensive city, good luck, Piper, but I don't want to have to sleep in a Walmart toilet stall or something, and if you think $5 is too cheap, I promise it isn't. These take anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour, depending on the complexity. You'll probably get it the same day you ask for it. Oh, and I also opened a store. I know, I didn't announce it. I felt bad about announcing it for some reason, even though you kind of have to announce a store if you expect people to buy something, otherwise how would they know it's there? So anyway, doctor. I went to the doctor and I found out what the hell is wrong with me, well, sort of. Well, I know why my periods are so light and why my vagina is as dry as the Gerudo Desert. I am apparently in the middle of early perimenopause. At the age of 27, yeah. That means I'll be going into menopause in just a few years, and there's nothing I can do about it. Menopause is when a woman's periods stop, and it's diagnosed when they haven't had a period in an entire year, and they are no longer able to breed. Perimenopause is the years leading up to it. So you know that 5-week-long period I was bitching about on Tumblr? Well, it was 2 very light periods with spotting in between. So I just didn't realize, I thought it was one big period, but it was 2 normal periods, and my periods were getting a lot lighter because they're preparing to stop. They are still irregular though, so rest in peace, eggs. Not that I wanted kids anyway, I don't know. I might import some kids from China later on in life or something. My father is trying to convince me to freeze my eggs, but that's for rich people, and to be honest, I really shouldn't be breeding anyway. I have too many psychological conditions that were present on both sides of my family. You know, not incest, just bad breeding on my parents' part. I mean, ADHD, bipolar, and autism on both sides. No wonder I'm crazy. And I also have gender dysphoria. So in vitro fertilization is not really on my to-do list. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's when one female takes their eggs with some donor sperm and has their also female partner carry the baby in their womb. So the baby would have a female birth mother and a female DNA mother, and also a male DNA father they'll probably never meet. Trans men also sometimes freeze their eggs so they can do this, which is why I emphasized female instead of women. I'm also feeling a lot of fatigue, and I've almost completely lost my appetite, which makes my goal of building muscle practically impossible at this point. I'm really upset about that. I was also feeling fatigued on my manic cycle last time, and I didn't figure out that was weird, but for some reason I just assumed it was psychological. You know, I studied psychology in college, so it was like instinct to think, okay, there's a psychological reason for this, because I don't know anything about medicine. I mean, I don't know medical doctor stuff. I don't even know the word for it, okay? That's how little I know about it. So, yeah, and now that I'm on my depressive cycle and I'm also fatigued, I feel even worse, and that's why there's been almost no activity on this channel. I'm gonna try to kick myself in the ass and do as much as I can. I have a lot of Dream Daddy and Stardew Valley recorded. I'm going to try to upload those more frequently, and I just hope I don't fuck up. But it's really awful. I didn't used to be like this. I mean, once I wrote an entire novel in a month, but now I can barely function, and I'm really pissed, you know? Now, as for all the pain I've been going through, it's getting worse. It's likely that my ovarian cysts are getting bigger. I have one in each ovary, at least one, I don't know. Sometimes the body can absorb cysts, but if it's getting bigger or if I'm getting more of them, there's a good chance that's not going to happen. So I'm probably going to have to get a hysterectomy and remove both ovaries. But I honestly wanted a hysterectomy anyway. I don't want to rush into it, but I do want one because, haha, gender dysphoria, and having those damned organs out of me, that'd make me feel a lot better. But, so would not having periods. So I agreed to get a depot shot, or depot, however you pronounce it. It's a form of birth control that also happens to stop your period, and my doctor says it might help me with the pain. So, I mean, what have I got to lose? If that doesn't work, I'm going to get a hysterectomy with both ovaries removed, or at least I'm going to try. But the thing is, doctors, they're extremely hesitant to give women hysterectomies, especially if they're only 27. And I can't mention my gender dysphoria because my insurance doesn't cover any sex change surgeries or hormones or anything like that. They basically don't think gender dysphoria matters or something. It kind of pisses me off. So I have to convince them to give it to me for health reasons, or else they'll think I'm malingering, aka faking my condition with a goal in mind, the goal being to scam my insurance company into giving me a necessary surgery. So I'm going to try the depot shot, because if I'm cooperating, that may help convince them or whatever, and if that doesn't work, fuck. Maybe I can convince them to give me a hysterectomy, but first, they will make me get an okay from another doctor, and I will have to go through counseling with another therapist, and I'll have to sign a paper, and then I'll have to wait at least a month before I can get the surgery. Yeah, they really don't make it easy. I don't know. I think it's kind of sexist, because you have to go through menopause at some point anyway. God forbid I lose my fertility, as if my dream was to have sex with a man anyway. Unless he has a lot of money, in which case I might suck it up if he doesn't mind using extra lube. Like, extra lube at this point. And hey, sperm, unsurprisingly, has spermidine in it, and spermidine makes you live longer. May as well swallow. However, the menopause is a problem for me because in some cases menopause can disqualify you from the army. Hiccup. I don't know if you can even predict how easy or hard your menopause experience can be, or if their limit is at a reasonable level where it would genuinely impact my ability to serve, or if their limit is at a sexist level where they think I'm as useless as my female organs or lack thereof. I'll have to talk to someone, and of course the max age for joining the army is 35, and well, I'm 27. The clock is ticking. And if I do choose to get my ovaries removed, I have to get it done as soon as possible so I can still enlist and get the fuck out of this shitty, abusive living situation and go shoot people somewhere that's almost as dry as my crotch or whatever. Like, seriously, my mother is acting like she's the only person in the world who is going through menopause. Boo-hoo! And she's acting like it's all in my head. Because apparently, me being in pain is such a threat to her that she has to tell everyone I'm making it all up just so she can feel special and make sure everyone else invalidates my pain too. And no, I'm not usually the type of person to bitch about pain. I even enjoy it sometimes. So, if I'm upset, you know it's real. So anyway, the reason I'm doing emergency commissions is because of my fatigue. And I didn't make enough videos, and therefore I didn't get nearly as much AdSense as I did the month before last. I only got a little over $100 in December, and I probably won't meet $100 for January. So I probably won't get paid at all, because you have to get $100 at minimum before AdSense will even send you a check. And if I don't get a hotel on at least February 1st, I'll be stuck in Philadelphia past the time the train to my friend's house, 1 hour away, has run. And it's cold, and I'm kind of scared, and God, that was so embarrassing to admit. And everything is really expensive there, and I don't want to go home with a stranger. And I can't stay in a hostel because of my fragrance allergy. Like, if somebody showers while I'm asleep and they're using scented shampoo, it could kill me or make me go blind, so I don't even want to fuck with that. And also, I have to pay a copay now to get my medication, so everything is expensive now, and I'm just freaking out. God. Well, my store is open. It is pipersweeney.storeenvy.com, and you can get prints on there for everything I draw that isn't copyrighted, which is almost nothing because I'm not licensed to sell Melanie Martinez merchandise or Lana Del Rey merchandise. All orders are fulfilled automatically by a printer in Los Angeles, California, who will ship it directly to you. So I'm not involved, whether I'm away doing something or I'm sick and I'm tired. That won't affect anything, and yeah. So you don't have to worry about me being irresponsible, which I definitely am. Otherwise I would have gotten this hotel a lot sooner, wouldn't I have? Well, anyway, you can email me at pipertsweeney@gmail.com, there's a T in there, to discuss a commission if you want one of those. $5 a piece for these mini pixel chibis, and prices for other commissions, I almost said commercials, are in the link in the description. That's always been there, but it no longer benefits my cat. I'm just too lazy to make a new page. I paid for it with my AdSense revenue. So he's inside, he is safe, his testicles have been removed, and he has had his dental surgery. And he is beautiful, and I love him. Anyway, so it will go to keeping me inside and safe instead, because I can kung fu my way out of a mugging, and I know how to kill people with my hands if it comes down to it, but I can't do anything about the cold. Don't you just hate having problems you can't punch? You know, I actually woke up in the middle of the night once because I was having a nightmare and I punched my pillow. God. So anyway, that's all. I don't want to whine because it's annoying, and I really have to piss because perimenopause. Anyway, I'll end the video here. Oh yeah, and I know I say this every time, but please rate, subscribe, have a great day, and maybe share so I can collect some of that good old AdSense. See y'all.